this is how it was, and he sits like a king, and he is bitching me and my mom, and this is what basically, it was like this throughout my entire life, basically. This was a real daddy. And I had an audio recorder on all the time, and I had a little cam handy to record the whole thing.
Julia, moramo razočarati, moramo reči, da...
Stane do nesreče, da si kar... Ne vem, kako je prva sestavka od... Koliko je rastova prva zarekla? Koliko, do 5 km, koliko je? 12? Polnjavo to svoj avto?
Lejte, ta avto ni moj, če tako povedam.
Imamo enega starega voznika, ki je še bolj star. Je brezveze, da ne vse. Ko pa povedate, znam se potem bo kar tega morena, bo vam kolega pokriča. Sem bila ravno.
Kar bila ravno?
Ja, kar tega.
Aha.
Ja, na boš kaj avto?
Vidite, kako šludi je.
Ne moramo se s tem gospodarjem, šoferjem zmeniti, ker veste, ker ko smo stari, smo nikakvi napredki. Ja. Ne. Vi boste prevoz plačati prevozniku, ne nam. Če ne treba je prevoznika poklicati. Mi se moramo z njim še treba dogovarjati. Samo daj telefon. A vi ga so pešali kaj, niso z avtom?
Ne, nismo z avtomobilom, samo da on čakate.
Pa dajte se dostajati, mislim, da ne bi šlo tako noč v sredino, pa če se tako...
Bi šlo, normalno bi šlo, ampak...
Čakajte, ne bo? Še malo počakajte.
Jaz se ne bom krenil.
A ja, gledajte, se počakajte, smo mislim po telefon. Sem počakajte, no.
Ne, on ima svoje...
Aha.
Jaz
se počakajte malo, se.
Kaj, tole je vsakega? Tula?
Ne. Ja, to je.
Da je vse, ne?
Tak paket.
Tu je vse?
Ja.
Tudi če zakon bi lahko šprl pa ven dol, karkoli. Približ ne, ampak zid dol pa vmes, taki konzula.
Ja.
Bi šlo. Ta avto ni moj, tako da...
A ja, no ne, kako si videl, vse ne.
To je. Evo, zdaj pa truva bom. Žil sem truva, to je. Jete no. Ni treba nič čakati.
Gospa pravi, da ti to nas pomažu. Potem jaz počakala ne, boste probali. Gospa, kjer pa je tola? Tule. Jaz mislim, da to bi se kar je dali. Eno polovico sede za...
Sploh ni treba ničesar podelati, daš noter podelati. Tako kapa drugi.
Boštjan.
Kaj?
A greš polovico sede za podelati?
Ni treba nič podelati.
Zakaj ne?
Ne smeš podelati, ker samo tako daš noter. Ja ne vem, če pa zavoljen, ne moram...
Je rekel da.
Se je premislil?
Ja.
Ok, prav da bo šlo pa on noter. Tako da bomo lahko. Ja. Hvala lepo. Povejte noter, da. Jaz mislim, da ali pa bi pa morda ta problem, ki vas bo mogoče malo motil, da se bo... Ja, kar bomo raje šali zdi dva, kjer je nekaj ovdje. Ne tako,
Ti bo se zadaj sedel, jaz pa bom slep
ti bo se zadaj sedel, ti pa uspet, tek bo pa tam podpiral. Skoro da bo izgled dal, da bo skoro dala, da bo, ja, da bo nasledil. Daj ta rok, da se ruk za se. Ni bilo treba tega. Naravno smo vedno dajemo, porinemo skuš. Ne.
Ja, bo se tega
To je stranje. Stranje se zdaj naredimo. Zdaj da širne, da se prosti. Da porite nos pa. Kaj je nenormalno, Slav? Čisto nenormalno.
Tam bo pa nekaj, ki se vendar enkrat trezati.
Ti bi se pa vseeno lahko že sedela in prijela in došla. Kula komplicirate. Hvala. Dala. Kula bo šlo. Kula. Zdaj pa mislim, da bo šlo tako. Takole, ja. To je to, ja. Ja, to je takole. Evo. To je takole. Zdaj pa... Ne, mami, ne. Mami je. Ne smeš, da mu se razumela, da je.
Ajde, pet, samo počakala je.
Še tu ne gre. Što se ti lahko sedi?
Ne bom, bom vas tam dol počakala.
Tam so vse.
Ti si še bolj težako, ja. Uvijek, tvoje srce. Pa da će i zapisati, da mi svega mislim.
Planet zdaj. Evo, Pater pravi, da ne more voziti. Vse se pa gremo pička, ki maka Zdaj pa že tako kolobočjo si naredil tlele. Kaj bom jaz naredil, da bi šel ga? Trapa zdaj. Jaz nisem živ, še zdaj ste. Kaj komplicirate, kaj ni treba. Da bi lahko prej motor porino in vsi da se umor. Kako ste pa komplicirate. Ma mi ne treba tu manj, da se dol glavo ne.
Jaz moram zato, da hočem na kušačka.
Ma mi ne treba tu manj, gor pa dol glavo rint.
Jaz moram zato, da hočem na kušačka.
Fater ima toliko prostora, da lahko šalta.
Fater ne more šaltati zaradi tega.
Zaradi česa? Zaradi česa, povej.
Zaradi stola, ki je porinen naprej.
Katerega stola? Jaz ne vidim noben stol. Jaz vidim šalten tam ga vidim s svojimi očmi.
Kar bomo doma, pa prosim, da smo tiho.
Ne, jaz samo ne prenesem laži, kako bom rekel. Ne prenesem tega jeznega, tega prav nasilnega obnašanja, bom rekel. Ker to je nasilnost, to je nenormalno tako obnašanje.
Nenormalno je od tebe, ker si šel zakomplicirati vse.
Kaj sem pa jaz naredil?
Sem mislil, da se kaj v avtomobile bolj spoznaš.
Ja, no, povej mi, kaj sem naredil. Tukaj sem zid dol dal, zato da gre lahko ta stvar not.
Zato da gre težko, ker bi se lahko komot vsi pelali.
Ja, saj se komot pelamo, jaz ne vem, zakaj, mislim, kaj govoriš.
Ker ni bilo treba tistega dela, to je bil že paket not, pa ste ga ven potegnili, porka Madonna.
To je nekaj neverjetnega, res, to je... Toliko prostora imaš tukaj, vidim, toliko prostora imaš, komod voziš. In enostavno povedano te moti. Moti te.
On my side, as you see, it's totally evident that I barely had any place to sit. Throughout the entire ride I was quiet as always, but had camera handy this time. They didn't expect me to perform this maneuver, but I go around and, as you see, the whole thing was leaned toward my side, toward my seat. So what were these complaints other than exactly what I have gone throughout my entire life? He was like a multi-millionaire, had everything, more than everything, and I had less than nothing. Was the item, merchandise placed properly? Yes, it was placed vertically as it's supposed to be, and he insisted instead my placing this thing inappropriately, which would be horizontally. If I would have done that, then he really would not have a space, but he just wanted to protest and express his anger, you know, frustration, madness, basically psychotic behavior, because he was used to it.
Ti praviš, da bi se dalo to stvar drugače noter imeti in da ni bila pravilno noter dana. Mene prav zanima, kako bi to stvar noter drugače dal. Čisto tako bom rekel. Bom vzel sam, ne se sekira.
He had more than just enough space. It's totally evident right here. Well, I pulled the camera out and I really wanted to record this stuff. It was just way more than just this time. It was always like this. You folks have no ideas how many times what you see here have repeated. Not bad for an 82-year-old man who complained to police and psychiatrists to be a victim of domestic violence.
Tam dvigam,
No, bom jaz nesel, jaz tako, bom jaz sam nesel. Ni se treba tako
Naj si sam ven vzame.
Ni se treba tako skrbeti.
pa moram sam.
Seveda,
ni
ti moraš vse sam. Seveda, ti moraš, kaj pa si sam?
Skozi vrata
Jaz sem
odprli.
tole noter dal in zdaj bom še ven vzel ti vse. Tisto obnašanje, ki ga imaš ti, je res
Ven
nenormalno.
tole, prosim.
Ja. Zleh, ja, zleh. Zleh, ki ti vidiš, ja. Tako, ja. Kaj pa ta zid, ko je se sploh kaj vse s njim moram? Jaz sem včeraj, da on je bil tisti, ki prostora ni imel. Ne jaz, ki sem se zgnetel skoraj v nulo.
Oramo,
Bomo šli zunaj.
ampak vsi si o tu neki.
A jaz sem bil tisti, ki sem se
Okej.
v redu.
Je bila že noter, vila, pa ste še enkrat ven potjeli.
Notar je bila,
Čist lepo.
jaz sem jo poševno dal, predhodno je bila pa noter vodoravna, tako da je zauzela več prostora.
To je prav bilo.
Ni mogla tako biti noter, ker tako pa res ne bi mogel voziti.
Jaz
Okej.
bi lahko vozil.
Se pravi, vodoravno je bilo pravilno, poševno je bilo pa narobe.
To nisem rekel, da ne morem voziti. To ni res.
Ok, če ni res, ok, v redu, potem pač ni res. Razumem.
The very next day, that's the very next morning, me, my mom, my dad, we go to the town together in the car. I try to sit in the car and I just realized that there's no place to sit anywhere. You know, the day earlier when we went to pick up that furniture, I have totally twisted, you know, crippled myself inside of that car so I could be inside. Okay, and so I say, wow, I said, look at this sit, and he was the one who complained about how he didn't have where to sit. And that's where he goes, that's not true. He goes, you sit very well, and you are the one who complained. I did not complain. I didn't say anything, is what my father says. And he goes further to suggest that I even made a problems because I have placed the furniture in vertical position. According to him, it should be in horizontal position. So we, you know, he truly could not drive the vehicle, but that's what he claims. So, you know, again, the way he sees things is basically the way he wants them to be. The individual is totally, I would say, I'm not going to say non-realistic. This is just, I'm not going to even say non-objective, but it's just a violent thug is what it is, who always got his way. Okay, it doesn't matter what the day earlier was, it is the way he says. And to prove the way he says, if you don't have video recorded, if you don't have audio recorded, he can get you a police, he can put you, he'll place you inside of the mental hospital. He knows the lawyers, he knows the medical staff, he knows state prosecutor, judges, and it doesn't matter if you're what was the day earlier, what he have done to you, he'll actually say you did it, you did to him. So it doesn't matter. And this is just the way it is. And it doesn't matter if he's right or he's wrong. It's basically just the way he say it is. And so this was, again, video recorded the very next morning when we went together in town. Kaj praviš? Ni ti všeč to? Ni ti všeč? Tule meso, tako mleto meso, tako, to ti ni všeč, poglej kakšno je. Misliš, da je res to za pse, ali kaj?
Ne vem.
Boš piščanci jedel, kaj pa tole tlele, ne? Čakaj, kaj?
Zdaj si to že najedel, zdaj nam več jedel.
Pa misliš, da je to res tako za pse?
Ne vem, meni ne paše tu.
Ja, prej si rekel, da je za pse to.
Ne bom jedel.
Še za pse, da nisi rekel. Folks, Mom made a very good lunch. I don't know anybody who would be unhappy to have a meal like this. People, including myself, I mean, I used to be in the truck at times for 2 months, 8 cans, garbage to survive. His arrogance toward food, toward homemade food, and you're talking about fresh pasta, you're talking about ground beef, what Mom made, as you were able to see, was due to a comment I'm gonna cite. What the fuck is this? This is not good even for the dogs. Now, I didn't have the audio recorded at the time, but I did go inside, you know, inside of my room, and I did grab audio recorder cam, and I came back and I said, and you know, like this, I asked him. Now he knew that I am recording him. He knows that when he makes the statements that he have made millions in the past, and he is just in his system, you know, still he brainwashed himself with his attitude, with such a disgusting attitude on so many occasions that it's very difficult for him to pass by. So now he still knows that I'm recording him. He goes, you know, it's like when I ask him, and you really think that, I'm saying, you really think that this is for the dogs? I said that this is for the dogs. Before that, he said, this is not good even for the dogs. And he goes, I don't know. To me, it's no good. Later on, he says, probably. You know, well, I'll confirm that he did actually state it, that this is not even good for the dogs. As far as natural juice that I bought in Eurospin twice, I was so happy to offer him a juice like that. I said, Dad, I have this juice for you. And what he told me, not once, but many times, this is a poison. You are trying to poison me. This is what he accused me. Later on, he explained, I have a diabetes. I have a sugar disease. Oh, okay. But when he grabs one of this chocolate creams and he just mashes that on a bread and he eats that, that's like totally fine. That's not dangerous for diabetes, according to him. But a little bit sugar that inside of the natural juice that I buy, that's like a death threat to him, and it's something I'm trying to poison him. I'm actually trying to murder him. Soka pa tudi nečeš, naraven sok. Poglej ga sokec, kakšen je lep, naraven lep. Vidiš, naraven sok, ne bi ga?
Ja, kad je za.
Tu se ne more jesti, to se mu pije. Jaz zate ga dam, ej.
Hvala.
Strup, praviš.
Kaj?
Strup, praviš.
Je, za me je.
Strup. There you go. Just got a moment to record this. Everybody is outside. There's nothing wrong with grounded meat and spaghetti, but my father claims that this is the dog for the dog food. It's not even good for the dogs, is what he's saying. Okay, a lot of people would be more than happy to have something like this, but his opinion is a little bit different. Here's the juice, which we have just bought in the store. And so, this is one furnace. This is a diesel furnace. This is what is used to heat the house. And what most people have, you can use oil, whatever, to heat entire house with this thing here. And we used to have this here for, before that we used one that operated on trees, on wooden furnace type. It was very modern, but my father changed that into the oil furnace. And most of the people have oil diesel furnace that heats houses. But guess what? This was not good enough for my father. What other people have just was not good enough. And so he got an idea to buy another one for $4,000 and place one literally under my bed. You have to see this thing. That's the beast right there. And exactly above this furnace, it's totally positioned. Right above this furnace, that's exactly where my bed is. Right there. Okay? This furnace operates on pallets. I don't know how you say that in English, but it looks like this. $4,000. He claimed that it was necessary to save the money. That's what he claimed to everybody. There's the furnace right there. And basically that's my room right there. On the right side there is my bed. That's exactly where this furnace is positioned. So I'm sure that he did save a lot of money when he paid $4,000 for something that, I should say, for the second furnace like this. Okay, ti meni dovoliš, da bi jaz okno bil odprto. Okay, jaz okno tudi v svoji sobi ne smem odprto meni. Zdaj bomo pogledala pa kakšna je temperatura v Novem mestu.
Don't worry about it. You may wonder what that had to do with anything, okay?
he did. My father gets into the room and into my room, and he checks frequently my room for open window. And you know, folks, it's not because only I don't want to have, I mean, I don't have so much need for the heat. I usually keep radiators, I keep them heaters, I keep them locked most of the time till sometimes in December. But it's more than anything because of the humidity inside of my room. If you remember my previous videos, walls were totally covered with the mold. And so, yeah, what I do is I let the fresh air in, and I let that open sometimes for 2 hours. Always, however, my heater, my radiator is turned off. Father, however, claims that this is costing him enormous money and is ruining the whole house. When it's exactly this, on this occasion, it was 15 degrees Celsius outside. Now you're talking about approximately 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how many people hit houses out there, but it happens so that my window was open, so he gets inside of the room, he gets all, again, pissed off with me, stressing me things that, again, that I'm ruining the house and stuff like that. Folks, at 15 degrees Celsius, people walk outside in shorts. I mean, in shorts, in short sleeve shirts, t-shirts, whatever. He demands instead from me to keep the window open. He suggests me that window can only be open for like maybe 5 minutes, and then it's got to be closed. And so it doesn't work for me, and I don't know for how many normal people that works for. And so he is hitting the house at 15 degrees Celsius. He is already hitting the house.
Temperatura Novo mesto. Zdaj se lepo pogledaj, kakšna je temperatura v Novem mestu in kaj počneš, kaj govoriš. Sigurno je 15, 17. Oče, temperatura je taka, da tukaj temperatura je 15 stopinj Celzija. No, sem tako vedel na občutek. Okay. In ti hočeš, da imam okno zaprto, ker se hiša hladi, ker ti kureš hišo. Ja. Pa tega noben ne počne, je 15 stopinj Celzija. Škoda se dela. 15 stopinj. Enkrat kur ne smejo biti okno odprta. Temperatura od zunaj je 15 stopinj Celzija in ti kureš, tega noben ne počne, noben v Sloveniji tega ne dela. Posluš, jaz sem zakuril, takrat ni bila 15, je bilo bolj mrzlo. Zdaj si mi govoril, da moram biti zaprto, ker se hiša hladi. Ti ne razumeš tu, nočeš razumeti, da čim začneš ti... A ti zdaj hiša kureš? A ti zdaj hiša kureš? Ohrajevati hišo, da se material ohladi. Aha. In potem tist material, ki od zunaj brez rata, tudi tisto ohlaja. Ok. A ti zdaj hišo kureš zdaj? Kureš. Seveda. Ogrevaš. Seveda. Aha, ok. Novo mesto. 15 stopinj Celzija, lej. Seveda. Novo mesto 15 stopinj Celzija. In ti hišo ogrevaš. Pri 15 stopinjah Celzija ti hišo ogrevaš. Ali 15 stopinj. In zahtevaš od mene, da jaz imam okno zaprto noter v sobi, ker se zaradi mojega okna cela hiša hladi. Ja. Okay, if you can see right here that this was the conversation between me and my father, the temperature here in Novo Mesto right now is 15 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, that would be 59 degrees Fahrenheit. He demands from me to keep the window inside of my room closed because the whole house is becoming cold because of my window, which I have open in my room at this temperature. I'm just trying to get some fresh air in my room, but it seems like this is a big issue to him. So this is pretty damn crazy here, I tell you that. Well, just before I get out of here, just one more thing. I think it's important that this is already crazy enough, but I just want to log the date and time, so basically somebody's not going to come up and say, hey man, you know, whatever. I don't know what else could be said. This thing is legitimate. This is November the 27th. Actually, November the 2nd of 2017. Let's see.
This is what this video, how this video came to be alive. We're gonna go back to MK Ultra. Villagers are gonna be deciding about you, whether you're gonna be allowed to stay here in this town. As a matter of fact, yeah, in this town, not only in this village, but literally in this town. This house, this village, this town. You will most likely go to Ljubljana, maybe in a home, maybe in a mental hospital. If you're not going to go to mental hospital, if you're going to be in home or whatever you're going to go, so we're going to hijack you and take you out of the country. This, folks, this shit is real. We do not really like your dad. But now this is about the Bush family, this is about the Netanyahu. We have come to realize that maybe it would be the best thing for you to, you know, Bush this and that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make you a favor, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. If you are not going to comply, if you're not going to lick our toes, if you're not gonna totally submit yourself to I'm not gonna say our way of life, but you know, just tolerate our criminality and you know, be quiet about everything, we can throw you out of the house. We can do with you like a dirt, like a shit you are. Told not by the new settlers, this stuff, but by the people that were here before we got here. A disgrace. You know, when somebody tells you that your father is no good, that they know what kind of father he is, what he have done to you, but we're gonna side with him anyways because of our interests and stuff like that. That is really shitty. That's like really showing serious problem right there. I mean, these people expect for me to be a good neighbor to them, but at the same time they behave like, I mean, I ain't got no words for that. Huge disappointment. This is what I was told on the MK Ultra, and they throw me in the car and the MK Ultra, and they did exactly what you are about to see, and we're gonna get to all the way to police officer, undercover police officer, and gypsies. We're gonna go all the way to hijacking threats. You're gonna see a bunch of things they have done to make me, you know, to force me into submission, you know, to you know, to make you fear, explode, you know, threats, all kinds of threats they have presented with. And the first one I'm going to go to with my father, very well know what he is doing. He is very, very, very well know what he is doing. And I'm going to show you exactly how is it that he knows what he is doing. I'm gonna point you out that stuff as well. So me and my dad, a few days later, November the 21st, we go to town, okay, because I'm trying to get internet cable, okay, just a regular cable, DSL cable inside of my room already since 2010. Not allowed, told by my mom a million times, not allowed, not allowed. My father, not allowed to have a cable inside of my room, must have Wi-Fi. Alright, so now I did move down here in this room because I don't want to have Wi-Fi anymore. And I have specified reasons why I don't want to have one on my website. I don't know if it's true, I'm going to repeat to you. However, Germans did measure some kind of body frequencies in me. They have conducted extensive research on my body. They have analyzed everything and absolutely everything that can be analyzed with the body. Have threatened me that, you know, that they're gonna fix me the Wi-Fi, that is gonna hurt me, that they're gonna launch the satellite that will be sending signals. Internet signals frequency is going to be such a frequency that is going to hurt me because they have the frequency of my body and stuff like this. Look, I don't believe any of it. I think it's a paranoia. I don't believe in it. Although it might be possible. You know, it might be possible. I don't know. The science, there's a lot of stuff we don't even know about, the stuff they do. They did biomarking and stuff like that. Who knew about that stuff? Not many people. People in the government did. People who had interest to know about that. But broad public today doesn't know anything about that. But anyways, let's go back to this issue. This is pretty much what I was told by the villagers. We will set you up with the incident, and they have shown me we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dump. We're not gonna really dump, but we will prepare, like, you know, situation where we are dumping grounds on the bank of the river. Your father is gonna take you. He's gonna show you this, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch what your response is gonna be, and according to that is how we will determine whether you are fit to stay in this village or not, whether you comply with us or not, is exactly what the instruction was. And as I said, these villagers are corrupt. They're working for other interests, self-interests, and of course they are capable of doing such things because they have done it. They were involved in MK Ultras, and I see they continue to follow up, and they have their beliefs. Look, this isn't something between, like in that movie that I have showed you, whatever that movie was. I don't get into any of that. I'm not looking for any disputes and stuff like this. But of course that, you know, when you push things forward, you know, they have driven me out of this country. They have driven me out of this house, and it was not the once, it was many times. They border insane, drive you nuts, your life. This is how your life goes. And they believe they can just, you know, just push. And as a matter of fact, they have to do it so they get away with it, because it's like hot stone that you have in hands. You just throw from one hand to another. And in this occasion, well, we go with Father just exactly as they have promised they would. And all organized by the local Novo Mesto Police Department. And we go to the local store to get drill. Yeah, to get a drill, because Father doesn't give me any other than the one that is worth €5 drill that you cannot even drill through the wall. And so we go to the store, and as we go to the store, he goes really slowly, and he tells me, look, they are dumping the garbage in the bank of the river. You know, not supposed to be, that's illegal, this and that. Oh, I said, I know immediately comes to me. I do it like this, split of a second, where I was, with whom I was. I said, Dad, I tell you what, why don't you let me I take the camera and I record this. Look, who the hell do you think is going to go in 2017 here in Slovenia to dump the garbage on the bank of the river? Really nobody. I mean, they go and they dump, I don't know, some ground and stuff like this, but that somebody would go now and dump the garbage in the middle of the sunny, bright day, right next to our house down there. This is just no way. I mean, it doesn't happen, okay? And so what I do instead now is I challenge him back. I said, hey, why don't you let me just go and I'm going to record all this stuff, okay? And what we can do is, we can post this either to the internet, we can send it to the police station, we can even send this anonymously to the police station because he started to object. No, what, you see what you're talking about, this and that. You could not be here, you see? You could not be here. If you would be here, you would get in fight with everybody. All of a sudden, it's like me getting in fight with everybody who, by the way, never ever I got into the fight with anybody till I came back from United States of America in 2006. As a matter of fact, not in 2006, till I got back from United States of America in 2010 to be exact. Till 2010, I never ever got into the fight with anybody, and exactly the opposite with my father, who got in fight with every house in the village. He had people dumping him here, asked them to bring him sand, so he could use that with the cement to build something. Guess what? I told them this is not the right kind of sand. And so they already dumped that down in front of the house, that sand. They had to take they had to load that manually back on the, on the tractor and take that away. Or they're going to face the consequences and stuff like this. I mean, this is insane. And now this man is actually telling me that, thanks God that I was in the US, so I wasn't here, because if I was here, they would have killed me or something like that. I mean, bizarre. Totally bizarre, but,
Trgovino. Včasih pa še nalepko napišeš, da je narejeno tukaj. Potropi me. Potropi me. In to kar smeti nosijo, vozijo. Resno? Pa zdaj gremo pogledati. Zdaj, da jih bom posnel, pa se pa bomo dala inšpektorja. Se ne bojo vedeti, O ja. Posnemo pa ne bodo vedeti. Samo mimo se peleš, da stopiš. Mimo se peleš. Hvala. Nimam posebno. Kar pa ima pa, če nočeš noč. Pamet v glav. Ja. Te lahko eno stvar vprašam, ti, ko imaš pamet v glav. Ja. Zdaj si jokal, da tu delajo, da tu ni prav, da tu je nuno. Zakaj jokaš, zakaj meni to govoriš? Pa povedal sem ti, zakaj se dogaja. Zakaj si mi povedal? Povedal sem ti tako. Prijaviti nočeš, se pravi kaj? Ja, neč nemo prijaviti. Se lahko anonimno pošljaš, po internetu. Ne. Če nočeš meni tega govoriti, mi treba, ne moram vedeti. Jaz sem stvareh rajš ne vem, če ne moram nekaj narediti. Stopiš? Če nočeš No,
Kaj bo, kakšne posledice bodo?
kakšne posledice pa bojo, jaz ne vem, kakšne bojo. Kaj bo?
Sovražnika imaš v vas, ga nimam niti enega.
Ne vem, o tem jaz ne vem. Ti si mu tukaj sovražnik, kako noben ne.
Ti se živo stalno, ne vem kaj, pokoj kaj bo stal. Da se ne znaš zadržati, pa ne znaš komunicirati.
Ne vem, jaz o temu nič ne vem.
So kontrolori, ki kontrolirajo obvoz in postotle kakšne pa še imajo. Pa ne najdejo.
Tebi so nemški avtomobili grozno všeč, grozno všeč.
Avtomobil.
Funny as hell. When I came here in 2006, my father claimed me that here is where America is. Here is where so beautiful everything is. All of a sudden, it's a totally different song. He's saying, if you would live here, I don't know what they would do with you. He suggested me before already they would kill me. They would kill me. He didn't want to make formal complaint to police. He didn't want to go with me when I offered him. I said, Dad, let's go see what they're doing. Let's go see how they're dumping the stuff on the bank of the river. We can. I told him. I said, Dad, we can send anonymous report to the police. We can do a million things. Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna have an enemy immediately. I don't even have a single one in the village. And so I told him, I said, Dad, I said, listen, why are you telling me all this stuff? I mean, if, you know, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. He doesn't know what to answer. He says, well, you know, just like this, you know. I said, listen, I said that, you know, he insults me too, you know, that I have an empty head, you know, in that sense. I said that, you know, if there's nothing you want to do, I mean, I said, you know, in that case, you know, I don't need to know about, you know. Well, the message here, the idea was to tell me, you know, basically to go. If you would be here, you know, I don't know what they would do with you. The next place we go is the store. It's Merkur. And boy, I remember, you know, we go inside and we meet the guy. An individual is, I think probably is from Serbia, I would say, someplace down there. Nice guy. He laughs, likes to joke a lot. And I joke too. My father asks questions that are not exactly in place because he's acting stupid. He is in contact with the police at this point. He's taking the orders from the local police department. And the idea about this place here was, just as I was told on our MK Ultra, we're going to bring you here, and what we're going to do is we're going to evaluate you. And, you know, I'm going to be smiling and this and that like this. And what we do is we have a hidden cameras and we record and we see how you're going to act. So and if you're going to act funny, we want to make sure that elderly people are not accompanied by the younger people that don't care about them, you know, that ridicule them and stuff like that. Well, Dad really asked stupid questions. I laughed. This guy laughed. We both did. And why the hell not? We did laugh at local police department's expense. From there, oh, by the way, Father bought 3 keys for the for the drill machine, because he already lost one. I don't know how many he had, but he lost them all. So now he had to buy 3 of them, which comes to me as a surprise. He later claims that he bought 2 only, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, from here, we go to the next location. And this location is Koviner. And at that place, my neighbor right here across the street comes to play. Under this MK Ultra, I was told by the neighbor here, well, you know, folks, this is a criminality. This is a gangsterism. This is a criminal, illegal stuff. This stuff is not legal. Under MK Ultra was told that if I'm gonna answer to this particular individual who was at this store, whom we have asked about the drills, logically, because this is what you're looking at, and you have limited amount of stores. About the neighbor here, Dane. You know, Dane Kolens, right here across the street, the dude who was involved in surveillance. If I would give him the wrong answer, you know, such answer that he would ask me a question, if we are friends with Dane and I, if we are friends. Well, you know, I don't make any friendship through the force. You know, I do the friendships, I decide them on, you know, if the person is, you know, I have gone through a little bit too much shit in my life that I would go and, you know, just you know, because somebody is prominent, or you know, because it's my neighbor, because he's got certain authority, certain power, you know, or is in a position to cause me a damage, you know, that I would do any shortcuts or anything like this. Go to someone, like we say here, straight inside of the ass. I don't do that kind of stuff, and this individual right across the street is beyond bizarre. I mean, he has to be normal, but the normal was the MK Ultra. That's when he showed me he is normal. So, you know, when person cannot defend himself, when person is totally open for abuse, and he performed severe abuse, that's when you get to know the person. And then in this case, you know, he showed his culture, and I told this guy over there in this Železnina, I said, because, you know, Dana has the drill, and he would come to you and he would drill to you immediately the hole, and you would have the cable and this and that inside of your room. And I said, you know, I told him, no, we are not friends with Dana. You know, just like this. And guess what my father said? My father said, well, and in that case, he's going to kick you out of the house. So, check, we got you again.
Де ти то нос? Като тебе ще не почнемо. Среден бъдне делати. Пане матате, студента таклад. Ще гледamo малко, да се мачвamo, искрено разискуемо.